As with anything, it is important to consider what challenges may arise when working in a new team, as well as all the benefits there will be. By thinking about these challenges in advance, you may be able to identify them and address them quickly before they expand into something that could damage the team's morale. Losing trust in your team members could happen through a variety of ways. Perhaps someone failed to submit their part of the research by the deadline you have all agreed on, or was late to one of your team meetings. The key here is communication. Ensure that as soon as something happens that may knock your confidence in someone's commitment, start by checking in on them. This is really challenging times for everybody, so always act with kindness and ensure that the team's well-being is everybody's top priority. If you feel like there's any conflict starting to rise in your group, try to nip this in the bud early. Working with a team of people you've just met is challenging, especially in a remote environment. So ensure that you have really gotten to know each other in your initial team meetings and are aware of each other's strengths and areas of expertise. You can use this information to then agree on roles and responsibilities and make sure your team maintains frequent communication throughout. Try to work from shared documents and host all your work in shared folders throughout the 6-week project. It is likely that there will be an overlap with each team member's roles and responsibilities, so ensure that you don't end up wasting resource by 2 people doing the same bit of research. You can achieve this by always sharing your documents and keeping all your work accessible for everyone in the team. All of you are likely to be working on sections at different times and days throughout the week, so if you're working in the same area as someone else, make sure the latest version of your work is saved to them, and leave a couple of sentences handover so the rest of the team can understand how you've left everything. If you find yourself all working in silos, it could be really detrimental to your efficiency as a group. Again, ensure you are always working collaboratively so that your work is not duplicated and every team member is focused on the group's objectives. If a member of your team seems less vocal, or you're struggling to understand how they are spending their time, the first step is choosing one of the members of the team to try and talk to them. These are tough times for everybody at the moment, so you should all give yourselves a pat on the back for managing your time through virtual lectures and other commitments you may have, on top of gaining valuable work experience. Remember to keep in mind that everybody's mental and physical well-being is always the top priority, and some people may be struggling more than others in the current environment. By one person reaching out to a team member that is less present, you're more likely to get an honest and open response from the person. Then, if you question them in a group, or if you're struggling to get hold of the person, please let work experience team know. We can try and contact them to check in as well. Remember, we can support you if you weren't aware that there's something wrong, so please do get in touch on workexp@sutton.ac.uk if there is anything at all we can support or advise on. Or, if your whole team is struggling with communication, it is worth coming for a progress review session with the work experience team early in the project. We can help assess the platforms you are using and give you some tips on how to improve your communication with each other.